Okay, a guy who has been living in China for 13 years. That's a long time. Let's see how he feels after 13 years living in China.
I've lived in China for 13 years, and every day this place still amazes me. The culture is deep, the food is unforgettable, the people are warm, and the cities, they look like something out of the future. From bullet trains
Yeah,
that
that's true. This city right now, I think it's Chongqing, a city in West China with like two rivers crossing, and they have this crazy architecture on the mountains. Quite famous right now, also for travelers. Chongqing.
they look like something out of the future. From bullet trains that fly across mountains to ancient
looks crazy.
traditions alive in modern streets. This isn't just where I live, it's where I've seen the world evolve. Now, why would you want to come to China?
Good question.
Because they have this.
Ah, Great Wall. Oh, okay. It's a lot.
And this.
Quite nice editing.
Wait, there's more. And much, much more to explore in this incredible country. Right, so let's break down the things you need to know before you come here. The obvious one, visa. Do you need one or not? China
Right, I think they really changed their visa policy, made it very easy for many countries now, or for many people from other countries to come to China. So before it was always quite a trouble to get the visa from Germany, for example, but now it's visa free. I think for 1 month you can come here visa free.
has rapidly relaxed its visa rules for citizens from around 74 countries.
74
Can now
countries.
enter visa-free for up to 30 days, while
Yeah.
travelers from around 55 countries, including the US, UK, Canada, Australia, most of Europe, and Russia, can now transit through China without a visa for up to 10 days, 240 hours. All you need is a confirmed onward ticket to a third country or region.
Yeah, right. And that was also very surprising for my mother when she visited me. She asked me like, how do I apply for this visa-free visa? I told her it's called visa-free because you don't need to apply for a visa. So you can just come here to China and then you can travel around for 30 days. You can go then to another country and then even come back. I don't know how often you can do that, but yeah, that's the policy for this year at least. And yeah, let's see if they will extend it or not.
Where should you go in China? Well, you can go wherever you want. There's no restrictions. Maybe pop down to Xinjiang if you want. Beautiful part of the
Oh,
country.
yeah, that's
I
nice.
actually drove across parts of Xinjiang and Qinghai. It's absolutely breathtaking scenery out there.
Right, that's in the northwest of China where the Uyghurs live. It's a huge province. I think it's the biggest province in China. I think one correction I have to make is that if you go to Tibet, which is in southwest of China, you have to apply for aliens travel permits, so you cannot go there directly as a foreigner. And it's also a little bit annoying because if you go to Lhasa, you have to fly there with a tour group, and then they will pick you up from the airport, and then you can go to the city. Then you can move around freely in the city. But if you want to go to another city in Tibet, you have to go with a tour group again. So within the cities, you can move freely, but from city to city, you always have to join a tour group. So that's a little bit annoying.
It's your first time in China, start with the essentials. Beijing for ancient history and landmarks like the Great Wall and Forbidden City. Shanghai for futuristic skylines, world-class shopping, and vibrant nightlife. Xi'an offers a deep dive into China's roots with its
choices.
terracotta warriors and old city walls. Chengdu is perfect for a slower
my
pace.
city.
Sip tea or
Chengdu.
coffee, watch pandas, and enjoy
Right, home of the
spicy
pandas.
Sichuan cuisine. And that is just the tip of the iceberg.
I think if I would put it in order for foreigners to come here who cannot speak Chinese, I would start with Shanghai, because Shanghai is kind of a very international, most international city in mainland China. So people there also can speak English, and many street signs are in English. Then I would go to Beijing. because it's still on the East Coast, so it's more international. Then I would go maybe to Xi'an to see the terracotta warriors, and there it's already in the west of China, so maybe not so many people would speak English anymore. And then I would go to Chengdu to round up the tour.
There are many, many more places to visit, and if I were to list them all in this video, it would be about 10 hours long.
Yeah, China is big, it's huge.
Anyway, next up, the language. When I first came to China, I could barely order a bowl of noodles. Everything felt like an adventure, but the language barrier, that was real. Learning Chinese changed everything. I wasn't just sightseeing anymore, I was having real conversations.
Yeah, that's really true, because if you learn a language, like in every country, you can really communicate with the people. And there's also a big difference if you learn Chinese or maybe another European language. For example, I think if I would be in France for 3 years, I would just pick up the language over time by talking to people. But if you learn Chinese, you really have to actively learn this language, because it's a totally different system. So you just cannot pick it up on the fly. You have to actively learn the language.
Discovering hidden spots and building deeper connections. That's where Migaku came in.
Okay.
It's not some boring textbook app. Migaku helps you learn from content you actually enjoy. Chinese dramas, music, articles, even YouTube. One click and you can turn any word or sentence into a flashcard. It's like learning while binge watching. But here's what really makes it powerful. Migaku isn't just about immersion. It also offers structured learning. Their Chinese fundamentals course is perfect for beginners, and it gradually builds you up to intermediate level, covering the most important words, grammar patterns, and pronunciation. Migaku is a complete language learning ecosystem. Smart flashcards, real-time translation, tone training, stroke order, animations, grammar tips, all personalized with AI that adapts to your progress. You can even scan real-world text like signs or books and turn it into a custom lesson. And here's a bonus. One subscription gives you access to all languages. Migaku offers not just Chinese, whether you want to learn Japanese, Korean, Spanish, French, German, or more, it's all included. Right now, there's a special offer. Get 50% off a lifetime subscription or 1 free month added to the standard or early access plans. It's the perfect time to dive in. If you're serious about learning Chinese or any language, don't just study it, live it with Migaku. Safety. China is easily one of the safest countries in the world.
That's very true, and of course it comes to a cost, like these cameras, right? They're everywhere in the city. Some people, they might think, oh, it might be so dangerous. What if the country misuses it? But I have to say, from when I arrived here, maybe around 10 years ago, there was some pickpocketing going on, some other smaller crime things, like maybe people would break into other people's homes and steal stuff. But now, really, in the past, let's say 5-6 years, China has turned into one of the safest countries in the world. And that's, of course, because of the cameras everywhere. For example, I had a friend recently, he just lost his phone in the bathroom, forgot to take it, right? And then an hour later, he realized it and he went to the bathroom. It was still there. So it's really super safe. Or people, they always leave their phones on the table as well if they when they go to Starbucks. So it's really so safe here. It's so safe.
You can walk alone at night in any major city, take the metro at midnight, or leave your phone on a cafe table without worrying it'll disappear.
That's what I just said. And also what is very convenient for the women, right? I mean, as a guy, I always feel much safer than women, especially during the night. But also women, they can just go out until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Then they take a taxi back home and they're safe. They're completely safe.
Crime rates are incredibly low. Surveillance is everywhere, and the sense of public safety is something most countries can only dream of. Apps, the obvious ones, WeChat and Alipay. You can use them for everything in China, from paying for food and metro rides to booking hotels and even buying streets.
That's true. And then now it's also very convenient because you can connect your foreign credit card account to these apps and you really need them. I would say maybe Alipay is a little bit better even than WeChat, because with Alipay you can really buy everything and you can connect many other mini programs, and you can, it's more useful than WeChat in the sense of payment system. But both are very good to have in China.
Next, with mobile payments
Cash
everywhere,
is trash.
cash is practically obsolete. Don't need it.
Yeah.
Getting out and about. Now, almost every major Chinese city has an insane public transport system. Pop down to the metro and zip around the city. Fast, convenient, and affordable. And again, just whip out your Alipay on your phone to pay.
Super easy and also quite cheap to take the train, the subway, the buses. And there I have to say, really, China, they did a lot in the past years, especially with the high-speed railway system or the metro system. I think in Chengdu now, when I came here, they had just one line just opened 10 years ago. Now there are 19 lines. And of course, I mean, they don't do it out of unselfishness. They are the country, of course, they want their people to be able to travel fast or to commute very fast to their workplaces, right? That's why they also do that.
Download the Didi app, which also has
Didi
English
also
support for taxis and ride hailing. You can also use Baidu Maps to navigate. Just find the address in Mandarin and then copy and paste it.
And still one more thing, to Alipay, you can use Didi inside of the Alipay app, so you don't need to download too many apps. And you can also, there's an option for Alipay where you have a QR code and you can use it as a metro card. So you can also use Alipay as a metro card to get into the metro.
And you're away. Oh man, it is hot. For booking train tickets in China, Trip.com is the easiest option.
I always use Ctrip, but Trip.com is also fine.
It's in English, user-friendly, and lets you pay with international cards, or once again, WeChat and Alipay. And honestly, just taking the train is an experience in itself. China's high-speed rail network is fast, smooth, futuristic, and feels like stepping into another world. If you've only seen China through headlines or second-hand opinions, it's time to come and see it for yourself.
Definitely.
No video, photo, or documentary can capture the scale, the energy, the culture, or the sheer transformation happening here. From ancient
That's Shanghai. That's
temples to high-speed trains, street food to smart cities. China is a place you have to experience firsthand to truly understand. So pack a bag, set up your apps, and get ready to see a side of the world that might just change the way you see everything else. And also, don't forget to go and check out Migaku's insane offer that is on at the moment.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, this guy has some great points. Of course, I know this guy, he made many very positive videos about China. So of course, in his videos, you will not see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So of course, for example, if you go to the countryside, maybe sometimes it's not as developed as these huge shiny cities, right? But I really remember when I first came here, I had there was this thought in my head. I thought like, oh, European cities, they are more advanced. So yeah, we are still more modern than China. And now I feel when I go back to Europe, I feel Chinese, the big cities, they are really much more advanced and they use much more technology than our big cities. But if you go to the countryside, I would say, for example, in Germany, the German countryside is very nice, while in China, the countryside in China is still sometimes not so nice. I know some villages where they don't have hot water still, so I wouldn't want to live there. But also they're developing a lot, and also the infrastructure, right? They put a lot of money into the infrastructure. It helps a lot for these rural areas to also get more modern. So yeah, this guy really has always good videos. Of course, he's always portraying China in a very, very positive light, but it also has a lot of good things to offer. So yeah, if you have time and you want to see China with your own eyes, You can just come to China and yeah, experience the life in China visa free.